Hey guys, Boltzilla Plays bringing you another Destiny video. Today we're going to go through Bungie's Twitch reveal for the Taken King that they had on August 19th, where they went through the tower and showed off some of the new and changed items. The first thing they showed off was the character screen. Light level is being grandfathered in as your character level. All of your existing gear that you own as of September 15th will be looked at to determine your starting level, come Taken King. After that, character leveling will be increased through normal experience, i.e. playing the game. This is just like how it was to get to level 20 in Year 1 Destiny. The new light level is a product of all gear. It's an average of all the attack and defense ratings on your weapons and armor. The light level increase is now more granular, where in Year 1 it was a 30% increase in damage per light level. The attack defense ratings on Year 1 items have been tweaked, but still do the same damage as today. They note it is like going to the metric system. The intellect, discipline, and strength perks have been reworked to show actual cooldowns instead of a percentage that didn't really tell you what it meant. The last bit of this section, they showed that you can now remove your helmet in the character screen, as well as change the weapon on your back in social spaces. Next up, they showed off the new quest screen. They started by talking about the bounty section. Players will now have 16 bounty slots available. There are many new bounties available to do. The new bounties are a bit quicker to do and designed to be achieved as you do your regular gameplay. Bounties can now be turned in from anywhere. Then they went over the quest section. There are 32 quest slots available. The quest will show you what you need to do next and what the rewards are for completion. New subclasses will be earned through a quest line. You can now also set up 4 bounties or quests to be tracked. The ones you set to track will show up in your HUD anytime you pull your ghost out. They then went into the inventory screen and showed off the Spark of Light consumable. This consumable is being given to every player who purchases Taken King. It is a one-time use and it will boost a single character up to level 25. Level 25 is the starting character level for Taken King content. A few things were shown on screen that they didn't touch on. The new singular armor parts for all characters were shown. There was also some Taken King looking coins on screen. They did not mention them, but possibly they are similar to tokens used at Varix to buy class items, ships, and shaders from the House of Wolves DLC. They took some questions from the Destiny universe and then went to check out the speaker. The material exchange is still there. The speaker's assortment of equipment has been updated though. He will offer 2 class slot armors per class. The class slot armors now provide perks, such as leveling up or gaining rep faster. This will help your character become more powerful. The new item the speaker has is Ghost Shells. Ghost Shells also have perks in them now. They will give you additional defense rating, as well as intellect, discipline, and strength boosts. The speaker's Ghost Shells have perks on them that mark specific resources, like spin metal, in your vicinity. The speaker no longer offers emblems for sale. The lack of emblems at the speaker was their transition over to the new emblem collection kiosk. All emblems, shaders, ships, etc. have been moved into kiosk terminals throughout the tower. They showed off the emblem collection terminal. It will show you all the emblems you have earned and some that you haven't. Ones that you don't have, it will tell you where or how you can get them. Ones you have earned, it will let you reacquire it after discarding them from your character. No more having to manage them all on your characters or vault at one time. The same system is being done with the shaders, the ships, etc. Next up, they headed over to New Monarchy's Executor Hideo to show the changes to factions. No longer do you need to wear the faction's class armor to gain experience for that faction. You will now accept allegiance with them. This will earn you rep with them, as well as now continue to gain experience for the Vanguard or Crucible rep. You will only be able to change your allegiance once per week, so be conscious of your choice. You will need to be aligned with the faction to be able to buy their armor or weapons. Each faction now has a preferred subclass perk. New Monarchies was Solar. There are factions donation packages where you can convert materials into faction rep via a material exchange. When you hit certain ranks in faction rep, you will unlock specific faction quests. Also going forward, faction packages received from hitting a new rank will include a guaranteed legendary. There is also a higher chance at the shaders and ships. They then made their way down to the Hall of Guardians and checked out the Crucible vendors. First, they went over some changes at Lord Shaxx. There are Crucible-specific quests, as well as new Crucible weekly bounties. If you complete all 5 weekly bounties, there's a 6th bounty that will give you a Nightfall level reward. Shaxx also has some new legendary ghost shells. They have sensor perks, extractor perks, and additional glimmer perks. They touched on the new legendary marks as well, which are replacing the current Vanguard and Crucible marks. The legendary marks will have a wallet cap of 200, but no weekly cap like the previous marks did. They will now also be shared account-wide, just as Glimmer is. You can get legendary marks from the weekly and daily playlists. Also, if you shard a Year 2 legendary, you will receive legendary marks. They did not mention how many marks you will receive for any of these activities. The existing Vanguard and Crucible marks you have will be converted into accommodations. Those accommodations can be burned for rep, just like how they were when House of Wolves came up. They stepped over to the Crucible Quartermaster and showed off that more Crucible bounties are offered there, and then mentioned that all of your ranks will carry over to Year 2. So if you had achieved a rank 11 in Crucible in Year 1, you will be at rank 11 starting in Year 2. They moved further into the Hall of Guardians and showed off the new exotic blueprint terminals. The blueprints are records of exotics you have found. If you discard an exotic, you can come back to the blueprints to get a new one, but you will need to re-level it. These blueprints are account-based. Year 1 exotics will cost you Glimmer and exotic shards, and the leveling structure of them is unchanged from Year 1. There are also Year 2 versions of some Year 1 exotics. These will cost legendary marks to buy. Year 2 versions of Year 1 armor have the exotic perk automatically activated, and they also have some new perks added to them. Year 2 versions of Year 1 weapons have slightly tweaked perks. Not all Year 1 exotics will have a Year 2 version. They did hint at some coming at a later date, but worded it to say some Year 1 exotics will forever stay in Year 1. Some notable missing Year 2 exotic status are Thorn, Icebreaker, and Galahorn. Brand new Year 2 exotics were not touched on, so cost is not confirmed. They left the Hall of Guardians and made a quick stop at the Cryptarch to show one small change there. He now offers legendary engrams for sale. They will cost legendary marks. Next, they headed up to the gunsmith. Banshee will now have field test weapons that can be leased out. They are like weapon bounties. You use them to earn rep with the gunsmith. Once you hit rank 1 or higher, you will unlock Arms Day orders. Every week, you can order one or more of the orders available, and on the next Arms Day, the weapon will be waiting for you to be picked up at the gunsmith. Arms Days will be on Wednesday, and the stock will refresh from week to week. Year 1 Ascension is going away. There is a new node on Year 2 armor and weapons called Infuse. With Infuse, you can take a weapon or armor you like and infuse a more powerful one, rares included, into it to make that item more stronger. This will make it more of a stepping stone approach to leveling up your favorite items to become more powerful, instead of the one-shot blast that Year 1 Ascension provided. Lastly, they finally showed off what everyone had been waiting for, the Vault. They have doubled the Vault space, as well as broke the weapon section, armor section, and general section into separate pages within the Vault. They finished off the stream with having all 3 characters, showing off some new dance moves, and if you look closely at the new Monarchy Hunter's back, you will get a glimpse at a new heavy weapon type, a sword. Thanks for checking out my recap video on the Taken King Twitch reveal from August 19th. Make sure to like and comment and let me know what you are most excited for come Taken King. Also make sure to check out my other videos on YouTube at youtube.com/c/BoltzillaPlays. I also stream from time to time, mainly Destiny, over at twitch.tv/BoltzillaPlays. Until next time, Guardians, take it easy.